Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a fastest map ever between ByuL and HamburgerSasu here on a fastest map. This is a patron cast for Joe's fastest StarCraft casts. He is a patron of mine for $10 a month, which gives him the right to send me any replay once a month, and I will cast it, no questions asked. So go ahead and head over to Joe's fastest StarCraft cast. There's a link in the description to his channel. Leave a comment, let him know that Falcon sent you, and you'll make both of us happy. Bottom right hand corner, we have a blue Terran player. It is ByuL. Under a Smurf name, Tang. And in the bottom side of the map here, we have a red Protoss player. It is HamburgerSasu. Alright, man, so a professional Terran player against a professional fastest map player in HamburgerSasu here today. It is a PvT, and nobody's scouting. Just barracks coming up, and a pylon, and a gateway. Maybe Nexus first, because this is an 8-player map, and you can get away with it, but... Alright, so gateway first here from HamburgerSasu, 2-gate as well, and a 2-racks opener with no gas from either player. Alright, so hit that like button if you're excited for a fastest map between ByuL and HamburgerSasu. Again, thanks, Joe's fastest StarCraft casts, for being a patron of mine. I really do appreciate it. Patreon.com/FalconPaladin. You can support me for as little as $1 a month, which gives you access to casts once or twice a week before anybody else sees them on YouTube, 1 month early. And other reward tiers are available as well. You already know what the $10 tier is. 3 racks, no gas. Zealots coming out. And a Cyber Core. Oh, a second Nexus. Ooh, a second Nexus here from HamburgerSasu. And, oh, ByuL wins the Scouting Wars. That is for certain. Alright, so a 2-gate opening. Nothing too weird here. La 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 la, gonna be scouting around. And alright, so second Nexus hasn't taken any gas. We just need to throw up a bunker or have some excellent marine micro against these 2 zealots. Oh man. Scouting in the wrong place again, HamburgerSasu, but you got it this time. This zealot is gonna scout where ByuL is, and it's right next door. Alright, so 2 gas coming up. And this is going to be a Cyber Core. Maybe it's going to be a Cyber Core. Cyber Core, Cyber Core. Oh, it's a forge. Okay, so 1 million Zealots are in the future, just like 1 million Marines are in the future here for ByuL. He does have 1 refinery coming in. So you ever wanted to see Zealot versus Marine? Sure. Why not? Let's go Zealot versus Marine here. Cybernetics Core coming in 2. There it is. Finally, Cyber Core coming in. Second Nexus warping. And there's nothing that can really kill this SCV until Dragoons start popping out. And it can't do that until the Cyber Core is done. So, look at this. Zealot's playing defensively. I guess that's fair because the Marines are moving out, baby. SCV makes it out of there. Says, hey guys, there's 1 million Zealots over here. Bruh. Bruh. Let's see. Let's see how this battle goes. And the micro needs to... Okay, the micro needs to be better here, because you can't just let the Zealots wail on you with their Psy Blades. You'll die. Okay, so that was not the best micro thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Come on, ByuL. ByuL. HamburgerSasu throws in a bit of a bad manner. I think those are supposed to be eyes, like sideways eyes, giving him the side eye here. Yeah, I mean, come on. You knew this was coming. There you go. Split it off. Split it off. Excellent, excellent. Much better. Much better here from ByuL. Joe did tell me, too, this was, let's see, the 7th game between these 2 players. They played a bunch, and they were 3-3 up to this point. So basically, this is a game 7 of a best of 7, if you want to consider it that way. I like the cannons up at the front, too. That's really good stuff. Robo facility on the way. Probably for some of them Reaver drops. We'll see how ByuL can handle that. And just going the racks, and a command center on the way. Finally, a factory getting started here from ByuL, too. So both players kind of interested in hanging out on their sides of the map. Well, they're on the same side of the map, but in their respective bases, I suppose. I'm curious to know if you can put tanks. I think this does look like a map where you can put tanks on the walls, which is really good for Terran and really frustrating to deal with if you're not Terran. But we have seen Protoss deal with that before. It's not that big of a deal. It just drops Zealots up there on top of the tanks and you tank bomb them, or Zealot bomb them, and they're dead. Ew, interesting. Still continuing with these medics. factory coming up. Engineering bay on the way. And very, very heavy marine play. Which is fine, because it's a lot of zealots on the other side. Citadel of Adun, robotic support bay. So storm path. Zealot legs path, as well as the Reaver path. That is what Hamburger's going for here. And incoming, Marines with medic support are a little bit scarier. They can obviously heal. They can heal now. And you still don't want to run into 3 cannons with Zealot support. So just, you know, kind of keeping Hamburger back on his side of the map right now. Or, again, I keep saying side of the map. My brain is too used to casting 1v1s on regular maps, man. In his base. Keep him in his base. Keep him shuttled in here. Shunted in here. Or, I don't know what word I'm going for. But whatevs. We're going for shuttle speed. Oh, what is the word I'm thinking of? Shunted. Shut? I guess just shut. Maybe it was what my brain is trying to do. Shut in here. But Reavers. What do we do to do with Reavers? Missile turret up. Literally nothing else over here. So that's not great. And the Reavers are gonna... Their Reavers are on their way, man. Alright, ByuL, come on. Alright, so Zealots... Oh, he's just gonna use them as... Oh, interesting. Just gonna use them as regular old... Murder all the Marines play. This is why you don't see Marine Medic versus Protoss. In regular 1v1s, let's say that much. Tanks are out, siege mode is done, so that's nice. One of the Reavers dies, but those are some beautiful, beautiful hits there. Oh, beautiful hits. That bunker's on fire. SCV immediately coming in to repair it. I do have to wonder if it would have been better just to run the shuttle in here and get a couple shots off on that mineral patch, but HamburgerSasu decides to go for the front, breaks it down, kills a ton of Marines, couple tanks, bunch of bunkers, and he is up 80 to 67 total supply. Again, this is why you don't go Marine Medic versus Protoss, because Reavers are good, and Storm is really good, and your Marines just kind of melt to both of those things. So now we're going for the standard, go for the economy drop, which, how many turrets do you have to worry about here? The answer is a whole bunch. So maybe we can... no! Okay, Hamburger! There's nothing in that shuttle. What? Okay, I guess he unloaded some Zealots down here, but I think the Reaver died pretty much instantly there. That sucks, but look at this. You're not walling off. Not today. Oh, man. Is that a supply block? That is not a supply block on ByuL. These Zealots are kind of just like, I guess we go. Oh, another empty shuttle. What is this all about? Oh, we got Wraiths to deal with the shuttles. Like that. Always very smart. And a TVP to go for the Wraiths against the shuttles. Yeah, look at this. Zealots are just like, nom, 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 nom. They're eating Marines here and there. Oh my gosh. That guy had a bunch of kills. Nicely done. And now, dancing Spazin Marine on top of this ledge here. Top of this high ground. Storm is on the way for the Protoss player. And what do we got for the follow-up here? There's more Reavers. Why not? I'm still a bit confused. I guess, man, if you could drop in here, let's get a shot up in this area, that'd be really good. The bunker's empty, too. The bunker's a fake out. And then, tank. If the tank unload, the tank can't unload here. There's Reavers and Zealots, but you can unload a tank and unsiege it in range of this. Oof, look how many probes you can kill. I can't even select them all. That's how many there are. That's how the fastest map works here. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Alright, man. There is a Stargate coming in from HamburgerSasu. There it is. Ah, the tank on the high ground shenanigans. And if you try to unload up here, there's turrets along the outside and a Wraith. But I think you gotta go for it. You can't just let that tank sit there and cause all the problems you can never handle. Trying to decide what it's firing on here. I guess this pylon is it. Okay, I guess we can allow this pylon to die. HamburgerSasu's not treating this incredibly seriously. This dude is still... He's gotta be sick, man. You ever been on a ride at a carnival that just spins you around and around really fast for a long time and then you feel like you're gonna puke? That's what this guy's doing right here. Like, of his own choice, because he's running around in really, really tight circles. Oh! Tried to get down here and deal with this. One tank drops on the high ground to deal with the... Or one Zealot drops on the high ground to deal with the tank. And And then a Reaver tries to get some shots off down here and maybe get rid of these missile turrets, but that doesn't really happen. So that Zealot has 1 kill, and it's a siege tank. And he's very proud of it, and he's going to get killed by a Wraith, which is not an honorable way to go if you're a Protoss warrior, unfortunately. So yeah, again, thanks to Joe StarCraft Cast for being a patron and sending in this replay. This is a really great replay, man. Corsair production out of Hamburger. I'm going to guess for Disruption Web for these missile turrets. Make it easier for him to head over. Guess what's back? Tanks. Guess how many there are now? 2. 2 siege tanks. How far can they see? Oh, they actually can't see that. I'm kind of surprised. I feel like their range would be enough to extend over here, but nope. Not without some additional vision provided to them, like maybe, I don't know, this shuttle or like an engineering bank. Ah! Master the front. Nice storm on the high ground to kill those Marines. Oh, that guy gets put out of his misery. Big time attack coming in and storming the siege tank, and Zealots, couple more hits. Tank down. Man down. Oh, ByuL. ByuL keeps losing tanks. This front door structural integrity has just been terrible the entire game here. Every time ByuL gets it set up, it gets torn down again. But I guess that's what happens when you're dealing with somebody as good at fastest map as HamburgerSasu is. We've had a lot of games with this dude on the channel. I should almost make a playlist for HamburgerSasu, I feel like. Let me know if that'd be interesting to you. If you're watching this and you're a HamburgerSasu fan, like, would a playlist be something you would use? Or, you know, you just see the cast anyway. This is a good angle. Oh, this is a good angle. Alright, sick angles. Alright, here's the unload. Ready, get set. What do we got? Store! Oh, good SCV pull, but still, knocked it down to 47 SCVs. And is there anything left in these shuttles? Nope, just trying to save the shuttles for another attack. And, okay, yeah, so 3 of them make it out of there. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Some SCVs die, but it was a really good pull by ByuL. You saw those guys going up the right side, getting out of there. 46 is not a great number, but it's better than, you know, getting stormed down to 12 workers. And when it's 79 for HamburgerSasu, especially, this is just the HamburgerSasu. Oh, this little tank push all of a sudden got very serious. We've got tanks on the low ground being supported by tanks on the high ground. And I guess you just sack a bunch of Zealots to kill the low ground tanks. Maybe get some friendly fire splash on there, and then Corsair's taking the hits, focusing down. Oh, shuttle. Got it. Good storm. Great storm. Bro, down to 30 SCVs. All the shuttles died this time, though. Man, were there 3 decoy shuttles in there? I kind of feel like the only one that Hamburger cared about was the one that had the High Templar in it. I mean, obviously, but Dark Templar in production? Is there no detection over here? Ooh, but there are science vessels out. And, alright, man, look at him just out. So he unloads on these tanks to try to kill them. Maybe with friendly fire splash, but yeah, maybe 2 of the tanks died, but that was it. They still got the tanks on the high ground. The low ground is still looking pretty scary, too. ByuL's mounting a comeback. He only has 37 SCVs. Zealots just desperately trying to break this out. Oh, good storm, though. Enough to kill one of the tanks and weaken the other 2, to where another storm will kill them, but getting a high temper close enough is going to be difficult with these Marines guarding it. They got +2 attack. The tanks are at +1. Zealots are at +1 attack, too, with the speed upgrade, obviously. They're fast. Trying to send a DT in, but look at this. Look at that science vessel. Hamburger, you're in so much trouble right now. Do you feel it? Do you feel the trouble in your bones? He keeps trying to send DTs down, but man, there's a science vessel right there. Bam, bam, bam. Not quite in range. Not quite in range of that mineral patch right here. But he can smell it. He can smell it. Look at this. He can see the Nexus, but he can't see the mineral patch. If he just brings some vision over, I think he could fire on it. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Storm. Zealots trying to get rid of these tanks. Defensive Matrix is up too. Zealots dying all over the place. Marines dying all over the place. And just pushing the Terran assault back a little bit. High Templar kill. He shouldn't have been around. He had no energy left. He was entirely defenseless there. Oh. That tank dying is a big... Ooh, that tank dying too. That tank's going to go down at the same time. All right. So Hamburger gets rid of this little encroachment. Ugh. That tank setup here. That's just Marines? And these are tanks. And more upgrades I feel it could be useful. He's getting an armor upgrade and a shield upgrade, but they're so slow for Protoss. So slow. Tanks are at 1-1 now, and again, trying to jump on this and just make sure at least nothing's on the low ground. Right? It's hard to dislodge this from the high ground, but if you can get rid of the stuff on the low ground, you have won. You have won the day. 60. Look at this. 60 to 50. Wait. Did he get tank shots off on this? Did I miss? He might have got a couple tank shots off on this when the shuttle, or when the dropship came over here, because it's 61 workers for Hamburger now. I was so focused on this battle that I think I missed a tank fire here. So look, all the probes are on this side of the mineral patch now. Alright, so ByuL's made a total comeback here. His worker count is great. He's really kept a ton of pressure up. Oh, look at this, though. Look at the sneakiness. Look at the sneakiness coming in. 61 SCVs. How many will you have after this, though? The answer seems to be 47, 45. Oh, main command center dies. That sucks. Also, Marines that are coming in to deal with this are getting obliterated. Oh, but the bunkers have units in them. So, alright. So everybody dies anyway. Good job, bunkers. So knocks it down to 45 workers from like 61. That sucks. Losing this main command center sucks because you can't rebuild it because it is too close to mineral patch. This is here through like weird map building techniques passed down from generation to generation. But you can't rebuild it. It's just there at the start. Alright, man. HamburgerSasu struck back. Let's see what ByuL's gonna do here. And 1-1-1 Zealots. Alright, so the upgrades are here. We've got 1-1 again for the siege tanks. 2-2 is working on it. And these Zealots are on hold position. Fire away, fire away. This more seems like an angled for... Yeah. So defensive matrix on top of the ramp here. And how... Okay, this is actually really good for Hamburger. The tanks on the high ground are getting... There you go. Tank's getting wiped out. This tank needs to get attacked. There it is. Alright, so siege tank's gone on the low ground. Siege tank's gone on the high ground. There's one up here that's not really in a great position. But look at ByuL resending. I think this medic's been on the low ground for like 4 minutes now. Nothing's killed it yet. Hey, look, more tanks are here. Hamburger's like, the frustration of constantly trying to get rid of these siege tanks on the high ground. But guess what? Drop number whatever, 8, is here for Le Hamburger, as the French would say. SCV pull pretty good again, but trying to chase them down a little bit. Oh, they came back a little bit around. Pathing was bad, down to 36. Down to 31 SCVs. Again, everything dies for Hamburger, but the economy by ByuL gets blown apart again. Napoleon blown apart. Look at this. He just has so much production. He is constantly loading up new shuttles that have been created, loading them up with new zealots that have been popping out of these gateways. Production tab is 13 zealots and 4 shuttles at a time. Did I hear spider mines? Okay, so priority on this one is to get rid of the tanks on this low ground, even if they're just causing friendly fires. Tank splash. They didn't get this one. Okay, that sucks. That is not a victoire, but it is also not terrible. But now, ByuL unloading here. He can't keep up economically and in production, but siege tanks are really cost efficient. Man, if there's some kind of a tech switch into, like, carriers, it'd be pretty great. Again, trying to jump on top of this. Tank 1 down, tank 2 down, tank 3 down. Can he get tank 4? No. Oh, can't even get that one. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hamburger getting squeezed right now. ByuL at 139 supply, 39 SCVs, and making them one at a time. Ugh. I don't know. Can ByuL pull this out? Hamburger's ahead without question. But these siege tanks are just so hard to deal with, obviously. Right? Hamburger's killed these 4 or 5 times. This positioning is actually really bad for anyone who's near a Terran. Like, maybe it's okay for TVT, because then your tanks just kind of keep each other at bay, but man, imagine a Zerg here would have the same problems. ByuL is in a really, really scary position here. So Hamburger, again, just needs to get the Terran off his lawn. Getting some nice Reaver hits. Okay, tank down, tank down, tank down, tank down. Medics down. Marines down. Tanks firing away. Zealots can't get in there because the high ground... Ugh. The high ground tanks are so important. 17 kills on that one. He's been up there for a while. It makes sense he'd have 17 kills. 78 probes to 40 SCVs. Reaver can't... Yeah. The Reaver is outranged by the tank in siege mode. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. You can't hit over here, can you? No. Okay. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Dog sitting in kitchen on fire meme for HamburgerSasu here. He's like, I'm maxed out. I've got a great economy. I just need to keep holding this at bay. Maybe get another awesome drop-off on the economy of ByuL and make him leave the game. That would be awesome. Like this, maybe. Perhaps this one. You know what would be good as some Valkyries? I think Valkyries are pretty good at the situation. We've seen some of that happening. Alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Storm. Where is it? Oh, okay. That was... down to 38 SCVs. This was fine. It was fine. Oh, but actually, some of these shuttles made it home. Which means the next drop is even faster. Uh-oh. That's not good for ByuL. Ooh, bank. Look at the bank for Hamburger. Look at the no bank for ByuL right now. This drop could be Dahama. Could be Dahama. Look at... Oh, so he drops on top of the tanks. Gets... Oh my gosh, that's another great storm. 32 SCVs. Man, imagine a High Templar kind of managing to hide down here. Just... ByuL's doing a pretty good job pulling. It's really hard to pull perfectly on the right time. But he's doing a good job bringing them back too, and it's safe to do so. It doesn't bring them back too soon or too late. Who is just healing constantly over here? Oh, it's just medics healing SCVs endlessly because so many of them are injured, and they're out of energy. Alright, let's keep this ball rolling. What's going on? Still trying to get rid of these tanks. What can you see? Oh, see, you can see the right side of the mineral patch, but not the left side. And that's where Hamburger's putting all of his probes. This is intense. This has been a pretty much non-stop PvT. Oof. Thanks again, Joe's fastest StarCraft cast. Good storm, good storm. Uh-oh, they're firing on the Nexus. And, there's not really a good place. Dude, ByuL can't possibly win this with a 30 SCV to 78 probe advantage. Or disadvantage. Can he? If he takes down this Nexus, that's probably GG. Hamburger would have to super long distance mine to this one for his mineral income. His gas income would be okay. But Hamburger's throwing everything he's got over here. He's got 143 supply, 16 Zealots at a time in production. It's 2-2 tanks versus 2-2-1 Zealots. No, no, that positioning cannot stand. The Nexus. The Nexus is gonna fall. No! ByuL! Oh my gosh, he got it! He got the Nexus! He's got a huge tank contain. Oh, that slows down the income of Hamburger, but he's got the bank, so maybe it's not the biggest problem of all time. What are we building up here? More gateways. More gateways for more Zealots, but they're not able to push this back. This marine tank thing is so good from ByuL. I don't know. I don't know, Hamburger. You have the better economy. Oh, wait. Oh, we're down to 20 pro. Oh, okay, that's GG. That's it right there. Oh, he got tanks in... killing the Nexus, then he moved tanks up to where the probes are coming in and out, and he got the probes as they were coming back to the mineral patch. The mineral patch is on lockdown. Hamburger has one last hurrah here. He's got Dragoons instead of Zealots this time. He's just gonna go for a base race, I guess. He's going to try to get through this front door, but the Marines at the backside are really good. These tanks on the high ground getting some big-time hits off, but the Reavers... Okay, get rid of those. No. Hamburger with 13 probes and 800 minerals coming in. Too many tanks. There are too many tanks, too many Marines. This attack is ill-fated. Trying to get a High Templar in position. Nope. High Templar is down. Another round of Dragoons and Zealots coming in. But against this many siege tanks, it's not gonna happen. And that's it. I think ByuL's got this. This is a last gasp, last ditch effort from Hamburger. And Hamburger hasn't tapped yet, but I do not see how he can possibly stay in this game. He has no bank, he has no income. He's trying to build home away from home here in the bottom left. But no. Somehow the 38 SCVs that ByuL looks like the most workers in the world compared to the 13 probes. Dude, this is, I mean, ByuL, just absolute persistence. Persistence continuing to come in there. Reavers away. And I thought ByuL was dead. I thought he was dead so many times. But he never gave up. He was filled with determination, and Hamburger taps out, and ByuL is your winner in 26 minutes and 23 seconds in a game 7, no less. What an absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful PVT, fastest map ever. Wow. Thanks for sending this to me, Joe. I really do appreciate it. That was incredible. And please check out Joe's fastest StarCraft casts. Man, that trips me up. But we'll just call him Joe from now on. How many SCVs did he lose? Maybe 100? How many storm drops were there? Like 5 or 6 that connected? 30 SCVs? Yeah, I think over 100. But man, and he lost his main command center, but didn't give up. Just tank pushing, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then suddenly the main nexus was gone, and then suddenly Hamburger couldn't withstand the advance. And I want to see when HamburgerSasu lost his 80 probes. So Protoss players, look away. Terran and Zerg players, this is for you. 77 probes. This tank right here. Or these two. 50. 29. 23. It's a 56 kill siege tank. Oh. That's it. That's how you go from 80 workers to 23. Is this siege tank? It's 57 kills. This one's got 20. Both Master Sergeants, and well deserve it. Alright, we gotta speed it up. This whole thing tries to happen. Gotta get to the end here so that the stats are right at the end, and that's it, man. Wow. That was great. That was, honest to goodness, a really, really good match. 290,000 points for ByuL, 276 for Hamburger. Ended up producing... Hamburger outproduced, actually. That is a kind of a surprise. But no, HamburgerSasu outproduced. My colors are backwards here. Yeah, that makes more sense. The Protoss outproduced. Look at this kill-death ratio, though. 641 Protoss units died to 300. Terran units down. That is a good kill-death ratio and a fastest map ever for sure. And then minerals. More minerals from Hamburger, or way more minerals from Hamburger, more gas. And look at this, outspent the Terran at almost a 2-to-1 ratio, and ByuL won anyway. Siege Tank is such a good unit. Siege Tank is such a good unit. All right, well, that was, man, that was so good. I don't know if that's getting an epic tag, or that might get an epic tag. Hey, let me know in the comments if you think this is an epic tag, and I'll update the title. How about that? I feel like it is, but I'm not convinced. So you'll have to convince me in the comments, okay? Okay, all right. So that right there is gonna be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a fastest map ever from Joe go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.